Hey, what's up guys? My name is Matt, and today we're bringing you another Saint Laurent shoe. This one is the SL10. Let's get into the video. So if you've been following the channel for the past like 2 weeks now, I have been reviewing a ton of Saint Laurent sneakers. I went a little bit crazy on the Real, and I had purchased 2 sneakers. I had actually sold my pair of Ricks, which used to be up there in my videos. Now you can see they're my Represent Racer sneakers. But I sold that pair and was able to buy 2 pairs of sneakers with that. So I had actually bought the pair of SL2s, which I have a video of, and then I had a pair of SL1s, which I had a video of. Well, when I had looked on my SL1s, which I didn't notice at the time of even recording it, was that actually right in like here, there's a little bit of a rip on it that wasn't mentioned anywhere in the listing. The Real was really nice that they weren't even supposed to take a return on those, and they allowed me to return them. So if they see this video, I just want to say thank you for that. If you guys haven't shopped there before, I definitely recommend it now. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the SL10 and what makes this different than the SL1, what makes this different than a Jordan 1, and let's talk about all the differences in this video. So jumping into this sneaker in particular, this is a suede version of the SL10. It features a mostly suede upper from the back to the top, to the toe box a little bit, not the actual toe box, but just surrounding the toe box. And in typical Saint Laurent fashion for the shoes, it features one stripe here, the detailing on the back that doesn't go down all the way, just half the way, and then another black stripe on the side. For the tongue, it features an all suede tongue from bottom to top, and then as you can see with the toe box, is a leather toe box. So as you can kind of see from my Saint Laurent SL1 video, you'll be able to see from my SL10 video like the differences for sure. So the difference between like this and SL1 are pretty minor, but still pretty major at the same time. Some of the major differences are the little bit chunkiness more in the back. Like I said in the last video, this is definitely a lot chunkier than SL1. The actual toe box up here is a lot more sneaker-like, with this piece kind of coming around all the way around the actual toe box right here. Whereas on the SL1, it's just one piece leather coming straight down. And then a minor thing was right here, I said with the SL1s, you can kind of see my sock peeking through. With the SL10s, you don't have any of that. It actually features another lace hole right here, which I don't use personally. I just like to let it go all the way up and you don't see your socks whatsoever. Some of the things that I really like about Saint Laurent sneakers in particular is that they're actually still classy at the same time of being very sporty. So just like the SL2s, it has a stripe on either side, the medial foot and the outside of your foot. And on the outside, it has an SL10 branding right there. On the back of the sneaker, you'll find that it has a Saint Laurent SL10H logo on the back. And on the medial side, there's nothing. There's no logo right here at all. There's no branding. It's just a plain black leather strip. When you reach the top of the tongue, you'll have what everybody loves about the shoe, and honestly what I don't mind hiding up, which is the Saint Laurent Paris logo right there. Inside of the shoe is constructed of all leather from back to front. I always like to compare the comfiness of these, and these aren't as comfy as the SL6s, but these are still really comfortable. They're about on par with the SL1s and SL2s. I think all of them use the same insole, but the SL6, I think the SL6 uses a slightly more comfy insole in them. It's a little bit thicker. That little bit extra thickness really helps them be a little bit more comfortable. This is probably equivalent to like a Vans. I don't own any Vans, so I can't really compare that, but I would say it's probably a Vans. It's definitely like a Nike level. It's nothing crazy. You're not really gonna be complaining about comfort. This isn't an Ultra Boost. Don't compare this to an Ultra Boost. It's not even close to the level of comfort of an Ultra Boost, but it is still a comfortable shoe. You're not gonna be complaining about wearing it all day. You'll definitely be used to it. Now reaching into the midsole, this is just like a cream midsole, just rubberized. Nothing too crazy here. It is a stitch all the way around the shoe. Very standard for a really nice pair of shoes. From what I can see, there's no glue stains on this whatsoever. This is a lot of very nice stitching all the way around the shoe. Even in between this leather detail, there is still some stitching right underneath it, which I love. If I can even show it on the inside, there's stitching on the inside that really gives it a texture on the inside of your foot that you don't really see on the outside, and I love it. It's such a minor detail, but something I really enjoy. It does feature a double stitch all the way around this leather detailing right here though, and then another stitch right behind it that follows it. And overall, this is just such a tightly knit shoe all the way around. There's double stitching all the way front of the toe box. And if we go to the bottom of the shoe, it's just a Saint Laurent Paris logo down here. And on this pair it says made in Italy, which now you know it's made in Italy, but you could have figured that out by just looking at the inside of your shoe. On the inside of your shoe, you will find the style that it is, plus your size and Italian sizing. And a big thing on these is always sizing. So what sizes I go with? Well, normally I am at EU 46, which is a US 13. I went with the size 45 in these, and I find these to be just a tad bit tight. I think I probably could have gone with the 45.5 if they had that shoe in that size. But a lot of people said go full size down. You're fine with going a full size down in these. I would say if you're able to try these out in store, that'd be the way to do it. I do hear some comments that the leather versions do fit differently than suede versions, but at least for me, I think going a half size down might have been the play with this one as well. I think these fit the same as SL1s. I'm not completely sure though. These do feel a little bit tighter than SL1s, but the SL1s were also 12.5, and these are a size 12 US. And I think the craziest thing is I have all these sneakers. I have all like these kind of like Jordan lookalikes, and really the only Jordan I have that's an Air Jordan 1 model is actually the Air Jordan 1 Mid. So comparing these two, it's almost night and day in terms of quality. Like, you can definitely see, like, although the black pair has been worn a lot more and it has been worn in the rain a lot, you can definitely tell like they're a really similar looking pair of sneakers on both of these. One thing I didn't even notice about the Air Jordan 1s, maybe it's just the mids, I'm assuming it's on the highs too, is that the toe box is actually double stitched, but it's not as tightly sewn as the Saint Laurents are. It's like these little details that you start noticing when you start buying more expensive shoes and being able to hold a cheaper version in your hand that for me only cost me like $25 from the outlets for this pair that I literally just use for the rain, and that's it. And then you have a pair of Saint Laurent shoes which retail for like $650 I think, and you just can kind of see like actual quality on these is night and day. Now, is it like $500 difference? No. Did I pay a $500 difference? Hell no. But for the price I picked these up from on the RealReal, I really love these. There's something completely different. I've gotten a ton of compliments. I think the reason why I picked this pair up in particular off the RealReal is probably you could definitely tell which new Jordan sneaker has a very similar look to these, which is Travis Scott Air Jordan 1s. But for me, it doesn't make sense paying like $800 for a Jordan when you can pick up a pair of these. For me, it was under like $300 to pick up this pair. And like, that's insane. Like, this is so much better quality than even a retail Air Jordan 1. Although I don't have the Suedes, Travis Scott's in hand, but I haven't really heard anything about quality with those. And these, they probably differ from the actual highs, but they're not nearly as comfortable as these are. Although both these you could wear all day, not have problems. For me personally, I always go for these. I'll probably make another video in the coming weeks about why I don't own any Air Jordan 1 highs. There's actually a good reason for it, but I don't ever talk about it because I never really think about it. Definitely looking at these, I definitely think a 12.5 would have fit me a little bit better. I feel like a 12.5 is probably the same sizing as your Air Jordan 1. So like a half size down I think is perfect. But then again, I don't own a high. I don't know how those fit. I just know from owning these, the Fear of God military sneakers, from owning the Represent Alpha Mids. And I think that if you can't find a pair of SL10s, I think a pair of Represent Alpha Mids would be a perfect way to go. You can pick these up for around $100, and these are so much better quality than the Air Jordan 1. I am balancing 3 shoes in my hand right now. I just dropped 2 of them. So this has been my overview of the Saint Laurent SL10 on feet, compared to other sneakers, compared to the Represent ones, compared to the Air Jordan 1s from Nike. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and like always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you think about the shoes in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video.